Hello and welcome to Tech Talks IT Edition. We're going to be focusing on the Splunk Content Pack for Third-Party APM. The title of this session is Unite Your Legacy APM Data on Your Journey to Observability. My name is Todd DeCapua. I am a Senior Field Solutions Engineer here at Splunk. My email address you can see in front of you, as well as my Twitter handle. You'll also find me out on the Splunk blog as well as on LinkedIn, and I look forward to connecting with you. A little bit on our agenda for today. I'm going to cover the why, the what, the how, provide you a demo live, as well as some additional resources and information about the Splunk community, and also something called Trust Radius. As we get started into the why, many organizations today are moving from a monolithic architecture to microservices, as well as accelerating their data transformation and migration or re-architecture to the cloud. However, one of the big questions is, how do we move with speed at scale and ensure that we continue to deliver quality services not only into our organization but also our customers? So as we think about the third-party APM and all of the above, how do we, again, move from monolith to microservices, accelerate that digital transformation, and migrate to the cloud while needing all of that data in one easy-to-access location? So specifically, I'm talking about your legacy APM vendors, so AppDynamics, Dynatrace, New Relic, and getting all of that data into a single location, and most importantly, normalizing it, so that you can then see all of those results from all of the different flows, applications, and services across all of that APM data, enabling you to get results in one click. So literally being able to find that needle in the haystack with a single click as to why things are not performing, whether it be an application or the underlying infrastructure or your end user experience management, and how your customers are experiencing your services or your applications or those critical workflows. So let me introduce you to how you can get these multi-APM insights now. And again, it's from the Splunk Content Pack for the third-party APM. We wanted to make this very easy for you, our customers or prospects. It installs in minutes. There's a minor configuration on the technical add-ons, but this is a full out-of-the-box solution and focuses on delivering results first. As you can see in the bottom left-hand side of this slide, we have one service analyzer with two different views. We have 12 different services, over 30 KPIs, 14 dashboards, 3 glass tables, and one technical add-on for each of those legacy third-party APM vendors. This has really been designed for a variety of personas, including IT operations, a number of different executive roles, as well as the business and DevOps and DevSecOps professionals. This screenshot was taken from one of our glass tables that ships with the content pack for third-party APM, and as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, providing you with some key KPIs and metrics, both for application performance as well as end user experience, and at the top, an overall health of all of your systems across all of your legacy third-party APM solutions. At the bottom is kind of a workflow, and again, this one tailored to an online retail demo where customers are browsing, they're adding things to their cart, and then they move into a purchase scenario, and you can see across these 9 major KPIs that we're highlighting, as well as showing the historical trends. They reflect a color as to how that is performing and your end user's experience. In the upper right corner, these are just 4 of critical online service KPIs. And in the upper right hand corner, as an example, you can see that our online retail service is currently operating in 2 cloud environments. So again, a lot of information, one screen, and what you'll see in the live demo that we'll be doing, you can click on any of these elements and it immediately takes you into additional detail and pull that information forward. But please do remember, this is from up to all 3 of your legacy APM third-party vendors, and what you get is these types of results, which again, fully normalized, everything rolled up into one view, real time, and one click to results. The other thing that I wanted to spend a little time on, given that this is a tech talk, is the specific installation and configuration of our content pack. And as you can see, there are 4 very simple steps to success, starting with installing these third-party APM add-ons. As you can see, we provide AppDynamics, Dynatrace, and or New Relic. These are available on splunkbase.splunk.com. And in the bottom right corner under version details, you can see the specific versions, and you'll also have a PDF link that you can click on to go ahead and get immediate access to those and simply download and install them as you desire. The second step being installing the content pack for third-party APM providers, and you can see in parentheses here the Splunk app for content packs, specifically version 1.3.0 is where you will find this content pack for third-party APM. And then we come in, we have to identify the APM entities via a search, which we provide, that being in Splunk Docs. So again, on the right-hand side to the bottom where it says version details, there's links to everything that you need, as we've just referenced in those first 3 steps. And step 4 is actually quite easy. You just sit and watch the service tree come alive. So again, that data will immediately be coming in. It'll go ahead and populate, and you'll be able to get access to all of the information that we provide to you in this content pack. There's also a link here at the bottom just under number 4 where we've created a very simple install and configure video to make it more simple for you. I'm now going to kind of transition into a demo, and you'll see, again, I will prove how to get results in minutes, leveraging this Splunk content pack, now enabling you and your customers to be able to reduce their MTTI as well as MTTR, increasing visibility and awareness, again, thinking about all of those flows, services, applications, both from an application performance as well as end user experience. And you can see on the right hand side just a bit of a view of what I'm going to show you in this demo, but all of this really geared around supporting that movement from a monolithic architecture into microservices, as well as enabling a faster acceleration as you would migrate to the cloud and into observability, and having you be able to deliver speed at scale with quality. So with that, let me get out of my slides and I'll flip right into the demo. And this is the service analyzer. I had mentioned that there's one service analyzer with 2 different views. As you can see here, this is the one view. This is called a tree view. There's also a tile view. In the tile view, you can see the top 50 services and also the top 50 KPIs that are running. Again, all of these you can click into, you can hover over, a lot of information, and you actually don't even need to click. All you do is hover over them and you'll be able to get results immediately. As we come back into our tree view, which you'll go ahead and see is the tree. And this is organized in a way that we have the third-party APM solution at the top. With that, we have services for application performance as well as services for end user experience. If we look at application performance first, what you can see is these colors indicate the health of each of these underlying services. So for example, we have response time, request per minute, health, error rate, availability, and an AppDex score. So if we just look at, well, let's keep going. So end user experience, we can see that we have end user experience management response time as well as request per minute and an AppDex score. The reason I was going to hold, I'll just show you this one time here. You can see if this is orange and it has an exclamation mark, and entities with the greater performance are detected. So if we click here, immediately what we will see is that we have some normal and some low severity items. And again, these are based on thresholds that we have set. We can see that we have data coming in for Dynatrace, AppDynamics, as well as New Relic. And then here's a rolled up average across all of those vendors or the vendors that you have configured within your system. So we can see that up top, our low is actually reporting in at 1503 milliseconds. Again, this is end user experience. So again, our end user customer is waiting 1.5 seconds for something here. And we can see the high severity is for this specific service. So it's a checkout service, and specifically checkout service 207-657-05, which is responding at a little over 14 seconds total. So again, remember, these are an average across all of these, and we can see that we have 15 services coming in, or 15 entities. If we were to click here, we'll get into even more detail, and that detail is coming from looking at that specific checkout service that we were just looking at, and you can see it is active. You can also see the detail within the event data search that's coming back. If you wanted to see even more raw data, all you need to do is simply click there, and you can see all the information that is available. We could also open this directly into search if we clicked here to be able to do more investigation and looking around. Or if we click right on that little icon, we're going to see we're getting into even more entity information detail. So again, that same entity type that we looked at before, checkout service, and then that number. And again, this is an APM entity type. We can see all the tags that are coming across in this, and a little bit more about that service, as well as a navigation suggestion to where we could learn more, as well as the different services that are monitoring or we're able to see data coming back for, and again, all related to this service that we clicked on for more information. And in addition, we can see that these 18 different KPIs are also monitoring that and providing us with results coming back. So what this helps you to do is not miss the forest view if you're just, the trees if you're looking at the forest. So again, we understood that there was something going on. That was the forest view. Now we want to go ahead and look at all the trees. This gives us that additional context as to what else may be going on and why that is setting the indicator where it is. Now, if we wanted to click into even more information for that specific service, all we would need to do is click on this application overview. And this is taking us to an application overview, which is a dashboard within Splunk. As you can see, when we bring this information back, there is a lot of information on a single page, but it's also bringing in that specific service and all of the details related. So again, just a few clicks, now we get all of this detail. Being able to see the application availability as well as the error rate percentage. As we continue to go down, we can see application performance, and again, this is throughput as well as response time, and the same thing for end user performance. As we move down here, we're able to see a single view which provides us not only with that end user response time, so again, me is that end user in the field, but also what is that application response time. And again, this more internal to the network. So we can see the differences here. And again, what is that gap? Again, we would want to probably have a look at that. As we continue to scroll down, we have an AppDex score for application performance, as well as being able to see that trend over time. Same thing here, but for end user experience, the AppDex score associated with that service, and then the end user AppDex score over time here. And then all the way at the bottom, this is the ability to search any of these events down here, and I can see that there's some that say orange. So I'm interested in understanding more about show me all events that have orange in it. So again, that's what's now coming back. I can go in and look at each one of these for additional information as well. So again, a lot of details, a lot of information, all available at just a few clicks away to find that needle in the haystack. As we continue through the demo, another one that I'd like to show is this infrastructure overview. And again, all of this available out of the box with the content pack for third-party APM. As we look at our app title, let's just look at this one specific authentication service. You'll see that there are no other numbers behind that. So this one's simply called authentication service. We can see all the tags that come across. This one happens to be picked up by Dynatrace. So again, it's been instrumented with Dynatrace. And now, as we walk into this, again, that same event data search, type information that we had seen prior, as well as if we click on our icon here, we're going to get that detailed entity information. And again, no matter how this comes back, it's all normalized data and all using the same dashboard that you can click in to get the immediate results. And again, this one, we can see our service, and that's been brought forward, as well as Dynatrace. So again, very, very similar scenario, but again, being able to go directly into infrastructure overview, and if I wanted to just drill into that specific service. So we close some of the other ones and we move along. Some of the other pieces you will get with the content pack include glass tables. As you can see here, I have 4 of them. What will be shipping with the content pack is the all-in-one, as well as the overview, and then we have created an online retail demo. I then cloned the online retail demo to go ahead and create the financial services demo, just to simply show how easy and fast you can create your own views. And again, this one showing 2 different industries and finding those relevant services and KPIs, and then showing us those entities. But again, very simple and easy. I think it took me about a half an hour to customize that after I simply cloned the online retail into the financial services. However, for this demo, I did want to go ahead and walk you through and show you each of these quickly. So this is the APM overview glass table. And as we look at this glass table, what you will see is we have an overall health. So again, this is the health of everything overall in your environment that's instrumented with any of these third-party legacy APM solutions, as well as a breakout for the health of that end user experience, as well as application performance health. We have the AppDeck scores for each of these coming in, as well as the requests per minute on both sides and those response times on both sides coming back, as well as on the application performance health. You'll see that we have 3 additional KPIs coming in, those being availability, error rate, and health. And as I would look through this, I mentioned to you earlier, you can click on these one time to go ahead and get the details of what is that needle in the haystack as to what's going on. So as you can see, I clicked on error rate. We were showing a 55% or 55 for the score coming up. And as we look into the additional information, we can see that of these, it looks like those applications, services, and systems that are instrumented with Dynatrace are returning a 17.26% error rate. And if we wanted to specifically look at it, again, remember that is an average right now, this one service is actually at a 63.57 error rate. So again, you can see 2 clicks, well, I guess 1 click from the glass table, another click here, so that's what, 2 clicks. We went ahead and found out that this checkout service is the one specifically having a 63.57 error rate. You certainly want to check that out to go ahead and learn more. But again, you can see how that overview glass table really helps to pinpoint information quickly and get you those results. Again, that's showing it in just 2 clicks. Now, this shows you an all-in-one. And the reason why, again, we have that same overall health at the top. Of course, you could click through this into the other details like we just saw, or any of these objects here. If this specific information, so for example, within App Dynamics and AppDeck's score is not available, so we just simply went ahead and put that here on the glass table for you, so there would not be any confusion in your organization. And the other ones here are all reporting in, and you can see this is application performance at the top for each of those 3 vendors. So again, you may not have all of these instrumented, or you may, but this just provides you with an easy and simple way to see everything going on from each one of those. Maybe different lines of business use different vendors for your legacy APM solution. Now you'll be able to go ahead and see what's coming in from each of those. In addition, we've gone ahead and provided these as an average number for you, and as well as you're used to seeing with our end user experience. And here are those 3 KPIs. Again, same exact layout, again, to make it extremely simple for you. As we continue to move, this is the online retail demo. And I had briefly gone through this in the screenshot on a prior slide. But again, this now real-time demo. and I'm able to show you, again, those same KPIs and metrics here for application performance as well as for end user experience. Again, all in one very quick and easy view. This is across as many of those legacy third-party APM solutions as you instrument with that simple technology add-on to simply bring the data in. As we come over here, again, I'd mentioned these 4 critical online service KPIs. So again, something like the online service average response time we can see is 101 milliseconds right now, and that's actually down 60% from where it was. The online service average end user response time, so right now, again, this is an average end user response time of 0.43 seconds, and that's down 52%. And again, you can just see how these become very critical for your online service KPIs. We also just saw this move from 2 to 3, and this being the number of cloud environments that you have up and running. So again, a lot of great information, single view. Any one of these you can click on and to get into additional detail. As we think about an online retailer, we think about customers browsing, they're looking at different things in the product catalog. Maybe they're reviewing some comments, they want to maybe log in, so they're going to do some authentication. Then they're going to move things into their cart. They're going to think about, what kind of payment options do I want to use. Maybe they're going to click on something regarding customer service. They want to understand more information about a specific item. Ultimately, they're going to move to a purchase scenario. They're going to have a checkout service. This is response, and then this is throughput. So again, the response time, we can see and understand why that would be important. But in addition, is our throughput running at about what we're used to seeing or not? And as you can see here, we have a fairly flat trend for the data that we're showing right now. And again, this is up 7%, but again, it's within a reasonable means for the thresholds that we have set. So again, 419 transactions per second, and looks like that's been about a flat trend. You do see this comment service response time just went to more of an orange color. Again, that getting thrown into that threshold that's been configured for you. And again, that's at 40 milliseconds. Again, a lot of information, single glass table. Click on any of these, get to all the additional information behind them. So what I had taken was that online retail demo, cloned it, and did some additional work to make it very relevant from a financial services perspective. So as we look at that more closely, what we can see is financial services. Again, a customer is going to be logging in. They're going to be doing a transaction. So some of the transactions we can see here are balance lookup, or our payment services, or customer service portal end user response time. In addition, they're going to be executing these transactions. So this could be something like a funds transfer. Again, looking at response time, also looking at throughput, and then that confirmation page and user response time. So again, another example, but again, the retail online demo one comes with the content pack. I simply wanted to be able to show you how easy it was to clone that, and then I think it took me about 30 minutes to go ahead and customize it, to go ahead and find those specific services that we wanted for our financial services demo glass table. As we kind of move into dashboards, again, something else you do get with this content pack, if you are using ITE work, you get these, as well as ITSI. So again, you can see that we have 15 dashboards that we're shipping. Within are a number that we've brought over and created for folks that are using App Dynamics, as well as if we look at a little bit more in Dynatrace, and then we could look at some New Relic insights as well, and also the application overview, which you've already been able to see that a few times due to the examples of what we were pulling up earlier. If you wanted to see a really quick App Dynamics overview, again, we're able to see here, you can set the time period to what you want. We can see the different controllers that we have coming in. We can also see the different applications or services. I'm just going to give you a quick overview. Again, this is using some of our predictive analytics to say this is the acceptable range that we would expect. And again, this is a average prediction coming from that, as well as this is for end user experience, and then the overall application performance. So again, a lot of information, available to you. Again, these are all coming from dashboards. So here we're looking at the host investigator, and right now we're not showing any hosts that are being coming in there. And then as we look at these new relic insights, same thing, no additional insights to look at this time. As we look at the various services, I had mentioned that there are 12 services that this content pack ships with. You can see all 12 of them here. You can see that we have 2 service templates that we have worked with to architect this to perform most efficiently for you. As we look at those, we can see more information here. And then as we click on this, again, there's 1 rule, and we have 8 linked services here. And again, that being in the application monitoring. As we look at the end user experience, again, same exact type of thing, 1 rule with 4 different linked services today. As we continue down, there's a number of KPI-based searches. We can see here are the ones for APM. As we move to the next page, we should start seeing them for end user experience. And here they are. I apologize. It was application performance at the top, and then end user. We have them all prefixed with APM to make it very quick and easy for you to be able to see these KPI-based searches associated with the content pack. The last piece that I wanted to touch on in our demo is APM. So as you come in here, again, we provide you with the search to go ahead and set up that entity type. You can see that currently we have 370 different metrics coming in for that. We've also pre-configured this with vital metrics to be able to show you what that's reporting in as well. And again, you can see the different vital metrics here as well as the navigation suggestions. And again, all of this is provided within the Splunk docs to make it easy for you to go ahead and set this up for your search. So again, very quickly, that was a quick overview into everything from the content pack for third-party APM from Splunk. Let me go ahead and click on our slides here. I'll move us back into a present mode, and then we will move forward into some additional resources. So this will be available to you as a PDF. As you can see, we have 4 different sections so that you can continue your Splunk journey. So we have training and certification specifically around ITSI. There's 3 of them here that we've provided for you, focused on using it, implementing it, and then a variety of courses that are available for IT Service Intelligence administrators. As we move into documentation, this is more specific to this content pack. So again, the content pack for third-party APM. The first link that you can see will take you to the Splunk docs. Next one will take you to the Splunk app for content packs. And again, this content pack is located in version 1.3.0 or higher. There's also 3 different TAs. You can see the specific versions for each of them. You simply download the one or multiples that you want to go ahead and install and configure to bring that data in. Follow the configuration rules, and that data will be coming in within a few minutes of effort overall. Also, as we keep moving, you can see about Splunk IT Service Intelligence. So this is if you just wanted to learn a little bit more about the product in general, as well as if you wanted to learn about more of those content packs and the content library. The last link under documentation will take you there. As we look at the different e-learning videos, the first one is specific to the Splunk content pack for third-party APM, and then there's 2 other ones that are a little bit more generic, talking about Splunk and what is it, as well as welcome to the data age, to provide a bit more of a broad understanding as to some of the key challenges that I'm sure you're facing today and some of those that you'll be facing soon in the future. Lastly, there is a blog post that will be available. This is a content pack for third-party APM blog post that's been authored by myself. So if you keep an eye out, you'll see it coming soon. This will be available after we go GA. That's scheduled for mid-August of 2021. I would like to also provide you with a few links to help continue the conversation on community.splunk.com, and you can see that there's 3 resources here where we're encouraging you to go ahead and participate in the community. The first one being Splunk Answers. This is a lot of the ways that you can learn a little bit more from the broader community. Again, asking your peers specific questions that you have as you're using and learning and becoming an expert in Splunk. Second, Splunk Tech Talks. So again, sessions like this, enabling you to listen, learn, and do. Again, can't encourage you enough to be able to participate in these. You can see if you go to events.splunk.com/tech talks. This is where you'll go ahead and see those available to you. And lastly is Splunk Ideas. So one of the main culture drivers within Splunk, we have 5 of them total. One of them is innovation. And what we do is we have an ideas.splunk.com that enable you to go out and submit, as well as search, vote, and upvote, so that we can all innovate together as we're looking to create the best solutions for you, our customers, our partners, and our prospects. So please go out and visit ideas.splunk.com to go ahead and contribute there. Lastly, I wanted to make you aware of something called Trust Radius. Enjoying ITSI, again, we'd love to be able to hear your story. TrustRadius.com is where you can go out and submit your story, providing a bit of review and insights from a very candid and open user base. And again, providing that feedback so that your peers can read it, understand it, and learn how you're leveraging Splunk today, and specifically IT Service Intelligence. On behalf of Splunk, my name is Todd DeCapua. Thank you very much for joining us today on this Tech Talk with the Content Pack for Third-Party APM. Thanks again.